There is a viral wedding video circulating of this couple, and the content is quite worrying and becoming a serious epidemic. The man in the video strikes me as being in his mid-late 20s, and the woman concerned is clearly a senior. You have people entertaining this sort of marriage, which quite frankly is clearly just for, a passport. It's just for indefinite leave. It's just for a visa, a green card. And, that's not right. Of course, if you genuinely love somebody and they happen to, have something that they can bring into your life that is a bonus, then of course, why not? You help each other. When you love somebody, you help them. Whatever good you have, you want to share it with them. And that's a natural aspect of being a human being. But what isn't natural, what isn't right, is when somebody marries another person, when they fully know well that they're not attracted to them. They're too old for them. They're a pensioner. You're a young person, and you will still pursue that relationship. You know that you're deceiving another human being, and yet you will still go ahead and deceive because you want something from them. There is something that you're looking for from them, whether it be a green card, a visa, an indefinite leave, or whether it be their wealth or all of those things. That's not on. He cannot even look into the eyes of his bride. And the wedding officiant has been unnecessarily harsh in her tone and firm with the bride. And that in itself isn't right. It's something that I clocked, and that's not right.
I adore you with my worldly properties.
My worldly properties.
As long as we live.
As long as we
Till
live.
death do us part. Till death do us part.
To death do us part.
Amen. Clap in the ring, clap for them, so shall it be now.
Secondly, why did the wedding officiant include properties in the vows? It's supposed to be in sickness and in health, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, not I give you my worldly properties for as long as I live. Absolutely disgusting. There are countless stories of this kind. Let's take the case study of Angela, a 72-year-old British woman from Dorset, who narrated how she met her Nigerian husband on Facebook. Angela, a retired taxi driver, got married to CJ Nwachukwu in 2015. 3 months after meeting him on Facebook, their wedding day was the first time they met face to face. Angela had been single for 6 months before meeting CJ after a 16-year relationship that came to an end. She reported at the time that she had tried to get him a visa to join her in the UK, Dorset, but has been denied multiple times. And in 2 updated publications in 2017 and 2019, it is said that she was still fighting for him to gain his visa to join her in the UK. Now, a few lessons we can draw from this. As a woman of African heritage, I can tell you that black men are raised to find a woman of their own age. It is only, or even younger, it is only women who are encouraged to marry older men, not the other way round. Number 2, in the black community, having children is a very important aspect of our culture and subculture, and no one will accept for their son to marry a woman who is, a pensioner, because a pensioner, cannot give them children. They cannot give them grandchildren. Number 3, also ask yourself, if you're in this situation, why would a man leave other attractive girls of his own age to marry an old age pensioner? If it is the case that they like older women, then they would marry local women of their age. The reason why they're not marrying their own local women who are older than them is because that's not what they like. They don't like older women. It is not commonly accepted culture. They're approaching wealthy, older white women for your wealth, your status, and most importantly, your passport. Number 4, also start to think logically. by using your head and not your heart. It's so easy to fall in love, but always stop, think, reflect, even if you don't want to, because you are in a bubble. You don't want to end that feeling, that butterflies feeling. Oh, somebody loves me, somebody likes me, somebody's interested. And that's where we go wrong as women. But just hear me out. Be truthful. Even as a woman who may be in this situation, if you're a woman who may be in this situation, you know, you would ask your son questions. You would be baffled if your son in his 20s came home saying, "Mum, I want to marry an old age pensioner." You would be concerned, and rightly so. Likewise, the parents of these young men should be concerned as well, but they're not concerned because there is something in it for them. So I'm going to end it here, but all I'm going to say is just be careful out there, because there's so many stories like this with women being brokenhearted. You know, years ago, I can't find that story, but years ago, you know, there was a woman, her 2 boys, older sons, stopped talking to her because she allowed herself to be scammed. She got herself involved in a fake, you know, a scam wedding, you know, to a much older young boy. And, you know, she lost all her money, the children's inheritance, what would have been her children's inheritance. She lost all of those things. She lost it all, you know, and her sons stopped talking to her. You know, was all of that really worth it? Was it worth it? I'm not sure it was worth it.